This is a hack that you can use to get yourself up the curve across all of the new options out there without having to do the hours and hours of research. Whether you're looking to cut out alcohol altogether, maybe just wind it back a little bit every now and then, or get more drinks into your glass during the week that maybe don't have any alcohol in them. No matter whether you're looking for non-alc beer, wine, or spirits, this is a hack that you can use to get yourself up the curve across all of the new options out there without having to do the hours and hours of research. So let's get straight into it and have a look at what I'm talking about right now. Now, the hack I'm talking about is in fact bundles and boxes. Now, you can pick one of these up from anywhere you are looking to find non-alc drinks, but today I am looking at the Craft Zero Beer Box 5.0. Now, back in the day when I got started with non-alc beers, I actually picked up the Craft Zero Beer Box 1.0 as a way to kind of get myself into the area of non-alcoholic drinks. And I can tell you, I had a brilliant time working through all 24 of them. And there was kind of the upflow range, the sober ones in there, Mornington, and just a whole bunch of other non-alc drinks. I'll put a photo of it so you can see it just up here as well to see where things started for me and 000. And in fact, I found it was a perfect way to get involved. Okay, so the Craft Zero Beer Box is opened and ready to go. Now, I'm gonna show you all of the beers that are in here really quickly. And first, I just wanna talk to you about why this is a really great option. Now, if you are new to the space of non-alcoholic drinks, like I said a bit earlier, it can be really quite overwhelming, and there are some bespoke brews that can be quite difficult to get your hands on. Whereas this kind of incorporates everything from big beer in terms of Carlton all the way through to something which is like a limited edition, like the one I have in my hand right now, the Upflow and Craft Zero bundle, or should I say collaboration they did with the coconut brown ale. I've been meaning to pick this one up, but I haven't had a chance yet. And to be honest, to have it roll up in a box like this, just again, it makes it easy to actually get my hands on something which is maybe not necessarily something I'd buy straight off the bat. Okay, so I'm behind the camera. Hi, now I want to show you a couple of the options in this box. So here we go with the two from Big Drop range, the Pine Trail Pale Ale. It is one I drank quite a lot of when I first started. And this is a new option that's landed in Australia recently, the Poolside at DDH. It is kind of mango-y, fresh, and like it says, perfect for some poolside vibes. So I really love those two. Now the Heaps Normal OG version, the Quiet XPA, is an absolute corker. Jonathan, jumping in really quickly, I've moved from behind the camera to in front of it to say if you are enjoying this Craft Zero Beer Box 5.0 run through and finding it useful, I would love it if you would hit me up, hit a like on this video, and also let me know what your favorite beer is down in the comments below. So at the moment, let's get back to the video. So I really love that one, as I really love the two from Molly Rose. So the Strawberry Sublime is an absolute gem. It is sweet, it is sour, it is a bit salty, it is just something which is beautiful to drink, as is the Citra. If you are looking for something which is different and interesting, they are going to tick all of your boxes. Now this is just amazing. The Mash Gang Hazy West Coast, the Yana Yeah. To be honest, this is a meal in a can. I am a big fan of this. It is heavy, it is strong, it is beautifully weighted. Okay, so next up are the Hawkesbury options. So the Hawkesbury Pacifica, which is a newer option that I've had quite a bit lately and I really enjoy. And this is the Hawkesbury Pale Ale. It is another one that I've had quite a bit of and I've been drinking for quite a while. Now, on the topic of those lighter weighted body beers, I also have the Nort Tropical XPA and the All Day IPA in this bundle. Now, I did actually speak to one of the guys who reached out to me via email on 000, and he loves the Tropical XPA as he's someone who really doesn't enjoy beery beers. But for him, he said he loves this one because it really just gives a whole great tropical flavor without being overly beery. So that's kind of a good steer for anyone who's not keen on beery beers. This one might be for you. So next up, I want to talk about the two options from Athletic Brewing. I've been drinking these since day dot. In fact, the Upside Dawn Golden Ale was one of the very first reviews that I wrote over at 000. And in fact, the Run Wild is one which I've recently written up over at 000 as well. And they are both outstanding beers. The team at Athletic are doing awesome things, and I would highly recommend getting involved with a couple of 6-packs of those just to kind of see where the maltiness lies on the Upside Dawn and compared to the IPA. Now, this one here, I have not actually tried yet. It's the Urban Myth Non-Alc Pale Ale. I love the premium sort of vibe in there. You got black and gold. It's just a really nice looking beer, and I don't know much about it, so I'm going to get into it, and then I will give you a bit more feedback once we get further into it. But the Big Drop Paradiso IPA is one of the best options from the crew over at Big Drop. In fact, when I spoke to Rob Fink on the podcast a little while ago, he said that the Paradiso is starting to rival the Pine Trail Pale Ale for sales volume. So this is a real gem and it's really fruity. So we're going to jump straight across to the two sober options. options, which is the Pepperberry IPA and the Finger Lam Cerveza. Now, if you are in Australia and you really haven't tried these yet, I would highly recommend getting involved with them because they are so different. Now, they're not going to be for everyone. They are a talking point, and for me, I just love picking them up when I'm looking for something which is a bit different. Now, this is an absolute corker. This also featured recently in my Shop With Me video that I did. So these guys are, again, a local Aussie brewery who are brewing some awesome things, and this is their non-alc pale ale. It is just so deep and complex and layered is the way I put it. I've also got the review for this one over at 000 that I wrote up quite a while ago. If you are looking at the Centronium, if you're thinking about the Centronium, definitely get involved with it because it is an absolute corker. Now, big beer, Carlton Zero. I haven't got much to say about this one. I've written it up. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but you know, it needs to be in here because it gives you the full array of what is big beer and what is craft beer, and it's just something that you are able to try, but don't go expecting big miracles out of Carlton Zero. Now, here we go, the Desi Driver. This one I actually tried recently, and it's actually a really, really nice pale ale. I haven't had a chance to write the review up, and I will put this in the 000 review list as well. Now, the Bridge Road Free Time. This is an absolute corker of a beer. In fact, it was my non-alcoholic beer of 2021. It is a beautiful non-alcoholic pale ale. I'm not going to bang on about it too much because if I start, I won't stop, but you should check out the review over at 000.com. I'll leave the link down in the description below for you so you can have a look at that too. Now, I want to have a look at the Upflow collaboration they did with Craft Zero, the Coconut Brown Ale. I've been meaning to get my hands on this one, but I just haven't had a chance, and it is something I've been wanting to try for ages, so I'm super excited to have it in the beer box. Now, another Australian brewed craft beer, which is the Park Pils, and I really love this beer. It's actually something I have been meaning to get my hands on more often and write up, so I'm glad it's in the box. So rounding things out, we have the Upflow Ultra Pale Lager. Now, I really like this one. It's hoppy, it's malty, and it's got a whole lot going on, which I think you're going to like in it. Okay, finally, the non-alcoholic pale ale from the Mornington Peninsula Brewery. It is a gem. It is summery, it's fresh, it's passion fruity, it's hoppy. It's a really great option if you are looking to get into non-alc beer. Okay, so there you have it, a perfect way to get into non-alcoholic drinks. Beer boxes, wine boxes, gin boxes, whatever you're after, getting bundles, getting boxes, trying to get your hands on one or two of each one, and then buying a 4-pack, a 6-pack, a whole bottle of whatever you're after is an easy way to get into it, and it's cheap, it's effective, and you're not wasting stuff that you would otherwise maybe not like. So for me, I am going to have a look at all of these options, but I want to give you a couple to get started with and try first. Now, I really want you to try the Heaps Normal Quiet XPA because it does really show where Australia's non-alc beer brewing kind of got rekindled, got kicked off from, and this is it. Just so you have a look at it again, the Heaps Normal Quiet XPA is a gem to get started with. Now, to be honest, if I'm showing you that, I have to show you my beer of 2021, which is the Bridge Road Free Time Pale Ale. It is an absolute corker and one I love drinking. Now, I want to show you one more. It is an absolute meal in a can. It is a gem. It is the Mash Gang Yeah Nah Yeah. Now, for me, I have been loving this. It stands up to everything you throw at it, but it is going to be super weighted, super bitter, and don't be put off by that haziness. It is awesome. Okay, guys, that is a wrap on the Craft Zero Beer Box 5.0. I hope you do get into the non-alc beers in there, especially these two. And I am going to get on with looking at what is in this box that I have not yet reviewed. Now, if you have looked at this video and enjoyed the content of it, I would enjoy if you would hit that like button, as it does really help me and the channel grow. And I would love it if you would subscribe as well. That way I am keeping you up to date with all of the amazing non-alc drinks that are coming out. And now, why don't you watch the review of the Bridge Road Free Time, or why don't you watch the review of the Heaps Normal Quiet XPA? There will be two videos for you here and here. So check it all out and have a look at them, and let me know what you think down in the comments of those other videos too.